we're reaching straight for the bottom of the barrel for this one, folks.
Are you serious?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anime that just plain suck. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at anime that are regarded as the worst, either due to their poor production quality or terrible narratives. There might be a couple of spoilers along the way, but come on, do you really care? Number 10, Musashi Gundou. This one falls right into the so bad it's good category, and has found a cult following as a result. However, since the series creator had to apologize for how much of a negative reception it got, it's fair to say this was unintentional. The story itself is rather uninspired, with a gun-wielding samurai warrior traveling through feudal Japan taking out monsters. Fun stuff. Unfortunately, a lack of originality is only the start of its problems. Its animation is horrendous. The backgrounds look like they're taken from Google Images, and the sound quality is always dipping out. Weird.
Ji-san, 相手は女の子なんだからよ。少しは手加減してやれよ。
Number 9, Government Crime Investigation Agent Zaizen Jotaro. Unintentional hilarity is the name of the game when it comes to this series, something you probably don't want when you're trying to create a detective thriller about government corruption. However, due to very poor animation quality and a Gary Stu lead character who's pretty much just super James Bond, that's exactly what you get. The action has no impact, and the character has no likability. So all that we're left with is a dull set of static scenes that prevent us from getting invested into the supposedly engrossing political capers of our hero. Number 8, Wounded Man. Even with low animation quality, some anime have shown that they can overcome their limits and still produce good work. This is not one of those cases. Especially when you start your series with your supposedly strong and independent female lead getting sexually assaulted by the so-called protagonist. There are some other plot points about a gold rush in the Amazon rainforest, but it's far from interesting. What's that? Oh, she ends up falling for him soon afterwards. Sure, cool, okay. Number 7, Superior Defender Gundam Force.
Stand still! Drop your weapon!
A series meant to celebrate 25 years of the Gundam franchise? Well, that sounds pretty awesome. So, what are you gonna give us? Have a mass crossover with the main pilots? Nope. Instead, we get a watered-down 3D version aimed at very, very young audiences.
Captain's back! Yay, Captain's back! Captain's back!
I'll remember to knock from now on.
Which is a really stupid move in and of itself, considering the whole backbone of Gundam is based around the repercussions of conflict and war, which are, mature subjects. The mobile suits are sentient, lame, the animation is just ugly to behold, and feels more like a cash grab than a celebration of such a beloved franchise. Number 6, Generation of Chaos. Animated tie-ins to video games are a common thing these days, and, if taken seriously, can be enjoyable in their own right. Well, in the space of a single episode, all this prologue manages to do is waste everybody's time and probably put you off to buying the game. We get a glimpse at what we can assume will be our main cast, but, barely anything happens. Just a lot of badly animated walking and talking that fails to bring the world that these cardboard cutout characters inhabit to life. For a supposed generation filled with it, we don't see a lot of chaos going on here, guys. Number 5, Vampire Holmes. Because that's what one of fiction's greatest detectives was missing, he needed more vampires. Though, come on, what else could we expect from an anime based on a smartphone app? What little this series could have offered is quickly flushed away when you find out that this Holmes doesn't actually solve cases, preferring to argue with his assailant all day, and to top it off, it's all horribly rendered in 3D CG. Are there even any bloodsuckers in this series? Or is the show itself just a plan to slowly kill off our brain cells in bite-sized pieces? Number 4, Psychic Wars.
What have you done with her? Where's the real Fuyuko?
I am the real Fuyuko.
Fancy checking out a classic anime movie? Well, do yourself a favor and avoid this one, because we doubt you are ready to experience this level of insanity. After being informed by a cancerous growth that a demonic army is about to invade Earth, a lone surgeon is imbued with superhuman strength and sent thousands of years into the past in order to defeat it. If that doesn't put you off, then maybe some of its other accolades will. editing that leaps all over the place, a story that doesn't really go beyond muscular physician punches demon, and a whole slew of unwarranted sex scenes complete with synth music. You don't have to be psychic to figure out how bad this one is. Number 3, Skelter+Heaven.
死ぬのが怖いのか
And this is why video game developers don't always make the best choices for anime creators. When an alien object appears over Tokyo, it's down to a group of young ladies in scantily clad uniforms piloting horribly animated mechs to defeat it. What may work for a JRPG clearly doesn't translate well to the screen in this instance, as the alien menace is almost always overshadowed by the much more prominent problem of which of the underdeveloped characters is the bland male lead going to try to romance.
あなたの命令に従ってきたのはそう作られたからじゃない。あなたのことが。
Number 2, Pupa. Prepare yourselves, people, because this is where things get really, really ugly. When a virus is unleashed on the populace, an affected brother and sister find themselves in something of a perpetual hell which they're forced to witness. This includes watching the older brother get dissected over and over since he can regenerate his flesh, watching every adult in this series be a sadistic asshole, watching a little girl murder countless special forces, and of course, some heartwarming sister-eating brother moments. Hey, and they say anime can't be art. Number 1, Mars of Destruction. From the same company that gave us Skelter+Heaven comes what can only be considered an epic failure in anime. The, quote, story follows your typical protagonist, complete with troubled past who finds himself as the only one capable of defending the Earth from an alien invasion. So, how does it hold up? Well, characters are thinner than paper, it's got below subpar animation and sound quality, the narrative is so clunky and rushed that you barely have any time to wrap your head around what's going on before the show actually has the nerve to try and drop a twist ending. We weren't following anyway, dude!
言葉を話すのか。
この星を侵略したのは
It is so desperate to ride the high that came from Neon Genesis Evangelion that it's kind of embarrassing. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.